Andrew Luck. Two of the top 5 quarterbacks in the game right now. All right. One's 38. The other one is just in his 3rd year with the Indianapolis Colts.
But make it a concise question.
Okay, I am.
Okay.
Listen to it. Here it comes. Ready? Who would you want quarterbacking your team in the playoffs for 1 game? And after that, who would you want quarterbacking your team for a full season at this point in their careers? Let's start with the playoffs. We're getting it this weekend. Luck versus Manning here in Denver.
That's why I wanted to know exactly what the question was. We don't rehearse this.
Did I get specific
That it
enough?
was now. Yeah, now.
Okay.
Because I think the obvious answer is if you wanted going forward, Andrew Luck's going to be around 15, 16 years,
Right.
like Peyton Manning. And maybe by that time, the way that we're progressing in professional sports, the next quarterback, like an Andrew Luck, can play 25, 28 years, like George Blanda did when he was mostly a kicker. But seeing this, how many quarterbacks now are playing 16, 18 years? Drew Brees and Tom Brady have talked about playing into their 40s. I think Peyton will stick around until he's 40. I think that he'll fulfill his contract here. So for right now, Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning's been there for 23 games. Yes, he's lost more than half of them. 12. I think he's won a Super Bowl. You know, people forget that he won a Super Bowl.
People act like he's never won one.
And actually, when I said to him at one point a couple of years ago about being the best regular season quarterback, and I said, well, you know, John Elway had to wait till he was 36 to win a Super Bowl. He said, well, I've won a Super Bowl. And I went, yeah, that's right. Because people tend to forget that he did beat the
They're so
Chicago
busy
Bears.
criticizing him for not winning the other 2 that they forget he actually won
he's
one.
won 1 out of 3. He has a chance to beat 2-2 in Super Bowls this year. I'd rather have Peyton Manning. I think with his experience right now, with his knowledge of the game in regard to how he is the most cerebral quarterback in NFL history, I would rather have Peyton Manning on Sunday. I don't care whether the game was here or Indianapolis.
It's kind of an unfair question because a lot of it depends on the team around him. Maybe a better question would be, who would you rather have quarterbacking the Broncos right now in a playoff game, Andrew Luck or Peyton Manning?
I like that. That is a great question there. Would you rather
Might be a
have
different answer. Just because Luck's
that
legs
makes
work a lot better right now. Luck's throwing the ball better than Peyton right now.
Well, I got to take Manning again because he's been with them all year. And if you put Andrew Luck in for this game,
their timing will be off.
So
that's
you like
good.
that? It's a great answer.
Yeah, I love that
question.
answer. All right, how about for a whole season? Right now, who would you prefer?
Oh, I'd still take Peyton Manning. I just think when you have a John Elway, when you have a Tom Brady, when you have a Drew Brees, even though Brees and the Saints had a terrible season, that I want that guy that has been in the thick of it and the toughness. And the other thing is, Luck started his year MVP, was going to break Peyton's records from last year. And the last 5 or 6 games of the regular season, he threw a lot of picks, ended up with 16, and they had a lot of turnover.
Yeah.
And so I think that I still want, for a full season, I want Peyton Manning. Ask me 2 years from now.
Well, yeah, when Peyton's 40. Yeah, sure. I mean, I can give you that answer right now.
Yeah.
All right, well, you know
what would you say? Would you rather have Y.A. Tittle or Peyton Manning? Well, Y.A. Tittle died a few years ago. I'd rather have Peyton Manning.
We're going to talk to a guy in just a second who has covered.
I take that back because I'm not quite sure.
Who's covered?
No.
Somebody check to see if Y.A. Tittle is still alive. All right, look that up on your phone thingy.
Yeah.